What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesser Athletes. My name is Chadwell, and today, like always, another interesting video for you here on the channel. Today is who is best on the mic. Now, we'll get to talking about who came up with this idea in a second. I was about to say that. But this was a very, not personal video, but preference video. This is a personal preference video in the sense of, this is my list. This is how I feel about it. This is how, when I think about how these kind of people on the mic have gone, and when I really think about, like, they didn't have these skills, are they good? Yes, obviously on a lot of them. Yes, I mean in general. But I mean, what's carrying them? And if the one thing is carrying them and it's the mic skills, they have to be a little higher than maybe somebody that's not getting carried by the mic skills. But we still ranked by, in my opinion, how good they are on the mic. Now, this was a just suggested idea. Shout out K the Crusher. There's actually 2 videos I'm about to record after this that is also suggested from him. So if you want a video that I can do for you, throw it down in the comments below. Chances are I'm gonna do those videos. But yeah, 10 best mic workers, pretty easy to go about and say it. I think I could have gone to like 15, 20 to really show how, like, the big difference, because I think if you're in the top 10, obviously you're a really good mic worker. But yeah, there's going to be some controversial picks, I think, possibly. And I just changed some things literally a little bit ago. At number 10, we have Roman Reigns. Now, this might be a shock, but you have to think about this. Roman, when he first started the company and first started with them, even with the Shield, was horrible with the mic. It wasn't until the quarantine where he started hitting, being really good with the mic after a while. And I do have to say that even after all that, I would still put him in this top 10, and only because there's been a lot of talents behind him that has risen to the top when it comes to the mic work. We're not in the peak of Roman Reigns. When it was the peak of Roman Reigns, I think you could have put him easily top 5, top 6, top 7. But now I put him in the top 10 with how people currently are when it comes to their mic work. And I think this should be a fair point, but I think it's controversial to a lot of people. Still though, Roman Reigns is great on the mic. He's somebody that in ring is great as well. He just, after that championship, I don't know how else to put it other than he has aura. Like, I really don't know how else to put it, where there's not much Roman Reigns can do wrong at the end of the day. There's not much that he can do wrong. At number 9, we have LA Knight. So this is an example of people that I think have risen to the top over Roman Reigns recent times. I think LA Knight is not amazing in ring, but he is really great on the mic. And I think maybe recent times he hasn't been as great as what we've remembered, but I do believe that LA Knight is still top 9. I think 9 is where I would put him as a, I mean, obviously 9 is where I put him, I just realized. But 9 is where I would say LA Knight is amazing on the mic. I think he has great promo battles. He's very quippy, where he's fast to come up with stuff. I think the exchange with him and Drew McIntyre is just a perfect example of recent times when that happened, talking about the US title. I believe truthfully that LA Knight is top 10. If you want to move Roman Reigns up, I would not blame you, but I do believe LA Knight, especially because LA Knight gets carried by his mic skills, he deserves this probably 9 spot. At number 8, we have Becky Lynch. Now, this is sadly the only women's wrestler I would put on here, just because I think when you look down and look at it, maybe Liv Morgan, maybe Rhea Ripley, but even those two, I think they're better wrestlers than a lot of the men on the roster. Like, if we would do a top 10 pure wrestlers, like, I think most of it could be women, because I think the women are better wrestlers sometimes than the men. But when it comes down to the mic skills, I think Becky Lynch tops all the women by far, and I don't think it's a shock to say that. And you know what? I was debating putting Becky Lynch like 6 or 5, and I chose not to because I think maybe it's more recency bias, but in recent times, Becky Lynch is top tier. Becky Lynch is having one of the best title runs I have seen from Becky Lynch in a long time, and she is doing wonders with this IC title, tremendous things with this IC title. It is crazy for me to see how well Becky Lynch is doing, and I know people didn't like the idea of her having this title, but now look at it. Like, it is amazing, and I was one of the first people that said, if you put a Becky Lynch on this title, you're making this title look really good. And she was my person I thought maybe the Raw debut, they would give it to her. Decided not to, but Becky Lynch is somebody that still is great. At number 7, we have Randy Orton. Now, Randy was somebody I considered to not even put on this list and not put down, but even at the end of the day, with every feud he's had, with everything he's had, he's been consistently good, like pretty good. I don't know if I would say he's been fantastic or great, but I think there's been some hints of it that he's been fantastic or great. But in recent times, just off the top of my head, I think he's been very consistent and really good at his promo skills. So for that reason, I feel like putting him here at number 7 makes a lot of sense. I did debate back and forth though to put him lower, and I don't think lower would be justified. At the end of the day, it's still Randy Orton, and I think he's had a lot more passion in his promo skills recently. So right now, I would put Randy Orton easily here at number 7. This is one that right before this video, I shot him down, and I don't know why I did it. I had Gunther top 4, and last second, when I was really thinking about it, I chose to go with a couple people higher, maybe more recency bias. Gunther is great. Don't get me wrong. Gunther is amazing. I think he gives passion. He knows how to work a crowd. He is fantastic. But when it comes down to the 2 people I moved ahead of him, I decided that Gunther's great. Gunther can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I think he's shown it with how he's had great promo skills against legends. Like, he went against CM Punk and was really good. But I think the other 2 people, if they had the opportunity, and I think they have had the opportunity, they would do as good or could do a little bit better. And I think it's because they're more well-rounded veterans. Which that sucks for a lot of these people, is because I think personally a lot of these talents are vets that have been in this game for a long time. So that's the reason why they're so high. Maybe not LA Knight as much, but I think out of all the new upcoming talents, Gunther and LA Knight, I would easily say, probably have the best promo skills. So it sucks that it's mostly vet talents, but I just have to put them and give them the edge there. At number 5, we have Seth Rollins, one of the people that I put ahead of Gunther, and I moved up. Seth Rollins to me is what you want in your modern day WWE superstar. Someone that can do it all, someone that's great on the mic, which I 100% believe. I have seen Seth Rollins promos that have made me feel different ways, let's say. And I just think that when it comes down to it, Seth Rollins is great on the mic. He really knows how to control a crowd. He knows what can get them going, what cannot get them going. That's what you want. And when it comes down to a one-on-one, he's destroying a lot of people. You can even see that when he's going against a Solo Sikoa, for example, or if he's talking to, and there's not really much that he's talking to one-on-one or against people, because in today's, WWE, he's really mostly talking to the crowd, and then later on will interfere in something. But I really do believe, to me, it's Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is a top 5 in mic skills. Now, maybe you could convince me that you'd put, Gunther ahead, maybe some other people, but I have Seth Rollins ahead right now. Drew was one of the big people that I for sure put ahead of Gunther last second, because Drew's ability to make anything seem like an actual God feud is incredible. I don't know if it's because of the way they set him up. I don't know if it's the way that he works and how they set up certain works. For me, Drew McIntyre just is fantastic on the mic. I would say in this top 4 range, you are like Hall of Fame level when it comes to mic skills. And I think that you could change all different 4, because Drew McIntyre, he's able to be quippy. He's able to go with the crowd. He's able to destroy people on the mic. He's able to just be fantastic. And I think that's the thing that's been helping Drew McIntyre do so well, is that he kind of plays his true self. I really do believe that Drew McIntyre is insanely great, and it's not just in the ring. It really is on the mic. And I think if you would look at Drew McIntyre's most recent career from, I would say, Royal Rumble 2024 till now, you would probably say his best work is when he's on the microphone. And if that's the case, then he has to be high. Cody Rhodes is number 3 here, and I actually debated on putting him higher or lower. I debated a little higher, then I was like, no, doesn't make sense. Was going to put him lower. I go, no, doesn't make sense. For being the QB of WWE, you got to have great promo skills. Cody has been able to go one-on-one with greats like CM Punk, John Cena, even go against Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, The Rock. he has been able to go against these people and have amazing promo battles against them. Even when the crowd's not in his favor, he still somehow will be able to get the crowd going with him after a promo battle, or in some source that we've seen, he'll get them to turn midway through the promo battle. For that reason alone, you have to consider him top 3 in my opinion. I think Cody Rhodes is fantastic. He's again another person that's in ring really good, but I really do believe in the promo skills. He's able to, I wouldn't say break the fourth wall like how the next person does, but he really is fantastic. He knows how to talk and he knows how to be great on the mic. At number 2 is John Cena, which I think a lot of people put him number 1. I'm putting him here at number 2 for how currently it's been. And maybe that's, if we're talking all time, like truly all time, John Cena could be your number 1 and I would not hate you. But I think just currently plus a little bit of the past, he's number 2 to me. John Cena is great, and there's probably a gap right here from Cody and him. But I would say John Cena can break the fourth wall. I mean, there's nothing else I really have to say other than John Cena is one of the best mic skill workers of all time. He knows how to get a crowd going. He knows how to break the fourth wall. He knows how to absolutely destroy people. He knows how to set up people. He knows everything like that. He knows how to say his lines. It's perfect. It's what you would want in somebody that has the promo skills. But there's just one person that I like a little more, and that is CM Punk. I think CM Punk is the best mic skill worker. I think he's shown it since he's come back. I think it's shown in the sense of how he's able to work with all these individuals. It's able to show how real he is. Everything he says, it doesn't feel like it's lines that he's making up. For example, a little bit of, not LA Knights. I was just thinking of this. Roman a little bit, not really. Cody a lot. There's times where it feels like there's lines that's been premeditated or predetermined. And CM Punk, it feels natural. And that's the thing with CM Punk, is that it feels natural and he can easily just go back and forth with you, change up something, and just be fantastic. And to be honest with you, for a guy that I still think in ring is really good, but the guy that I would have to say his mic skills put him over in the pipe bomb, it makes sense that the mic skills would be the number 1 thing for him. And I really do believe to this day, CM Punk is the best in the world when it comes to mic skills. And I don't think, you can throw Cena in there, and I wouldn't hate you for throwing Cena number 1, but we've seen him almost not destroy Cody, but definitely look like he's over on Cody. Cena, he had his own pipe bomb too. Punk has had his amazing promo skills before with Drew, for example. I really do believe CM Punk is just amazing. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.